The school beauty, I had a low-key secret crush on straight-up dropped out of school for some delinquent dude. Wild, right? But life flipped the script hard. After I became a big-shot agent in the industry, I randomly ran into her again. And damn, she was working as a server in a restaurant, carrying plates like life never gave her a break. She didn't even recognize me. But me? Nah, I never forgot her. So I hit her with it. Willow, you want to be an actress? And just like that, she left with me. 3 years. That's all it took. I turned her from a plate-carrying waitress into the hottest top-tier star in the entertainment industry. Absolute glow-up. Insane. But what I didn't see coming. That trash dude who abandoned her back then. Yeah, he came crawling back. Willow never told me Makoto showed up. I only found out 'cause a media outlet, I'm Tight, with secretly filmed her grocery shopping with some guy. See, me and the owner go way back. The courtesy money I send him every year? Yeah, it's enough to run a whole company with 100 employees. So obviously, he didn't leak the video. Instead, he passed it to me as a favor. I opened it. Paparazzi must have been stalking hard 'cause Willow was fully disguised. Like, unless you really knew her, no way you'd recognize her. But the dude next to her? Chill, casual, not even trying to hide. Even with the blurry footage, I recognized him instantly. Makoto, my high school classmate. Her childhood sweetheart. The guy she grew up with. Back then, Willow was the campus belle. Gorgeous, top-tier grades. Always ranking top 10 in every exam. Me? I held first place like a boss year after year. Makoto, though? Total mess. Skipping classes, fighting, hanging with shady people. Teachers hated dealing with him. And Willow? She was their golden student. But senior year? She lost her mind over love. Skipped classes with him. Grades crashed hard. Then boom. During a fight, Makoto seriously injured someone. Like permanently disabled them. Whole thing blew up. Authorities got involved. The victim's family was powerful. No way they were letting it slide. Makoto got expelled and slapped with a crazy compensation debt. And Willow didn't even hesitate. She dropped out for him. Went to work to help him pay it off. And Makoto? Dude didn't even blink. Next day, he already had a new girlfriend. Cold. Last time I saw Willow was at the bus station. She was dragging a suitcase, disappearing into the crowd. Still crazy beautiful. Like, you couldn't miss her even in a sea of people. I saw her looking around like she was waiting for someone. Someone who never showed up. In the end, she just smiled at herself, kind of bitter, turned around, and got on the bus to City C. I stayed hidden in the crowd, watching her leave. Not like she would have noticed me anyway. 7 years later, I saw her again. Just a normal banquet. She brought over a bottle of 1992 Lafite, and boom, I recognized her instantly. Willow. She froze, looked at me carefully, and said, "Do you know me, sir?" I smiled. Life had worn her down, made her quieter, more reserved, but damn, she was still stunning. Not like those rookie actresses I manage. Her beauty had depth, like there was a whole story behind it. I didn't tell her we went to school together. Before leaving, I just handed her my business card. She looked at it, saw my name. No reaction. That's when I knew. She had zero memory of me. Didn't bother me, though. I smiled and said, "Willow, you've got insane potential. Ever thought about entering the entertainment industry?" 3 days later, she called. She had the looks. That alone gets you in the door. But with me backing her, timing, resources, connections, everything lined up perfectly. Her eyes? Inevitable. She became my top artist. Always professional. No drama. Zero headaches. Until today, when I got that video, I replayed it again on my phone. Called her. No answer. I paused for a second, then grabbed my keys and headed out. I stood at her apartment door, rang the bell. No response. Waited 5 minutes, then just entered the passcode. Yeah, I know it. Don't get it twisted. I didn't buy her this place. I just helped her get it cheap because I know the developer. I ain't some simp buying houses and cars. If anything, I changed her whole life. She should be grateful. Back then, when she asked what password to use, I joked, "Why not my birthday? That way you'll remember to send me gifts." She laughed. Never changed it. Door opened. I stepped in. And she wasn't there. Only one guy, standing in the living room. Shirtless. Wearing loose shorts. Looking at me like he saw a ghost. "Makoto." I paused. Where's Willow? He hesitated. Who are you? I ignored him. Checked the shoe cabinet. My slippers? Yeah, on his feet. Aston mood killer. I've got serious cleanliness issues. Once someone touches my stuff, it's dead to me. Still, I kept it classy. Smiled. Hello. I'm Willow's manager and her boyfriend. Mind telling me where she is? Yeah, we've been together for a year. Didn't hide it. I always liked her. She knew it too. We just never said it out loud until we did. One night, after a heavy business dinner, I was drunk as hell, throwing up after closing a deal for her. She stayed, took care of me, sighed softly, and said, George, you're pushing yourself too hard. That was the first time I heard real concern in her voice. I laughed. If I don't push myself, how am I going to push you to the top? She went quiet, then said softly, I'm lucky to have met you. That was it. No need for more words. We just got together. 7 years later, I finally got the girl I used to admire from afar. But standing there, looking at Makoto, his face pale after hearing me call myself her boyfriend, I couldn't help but think. The moon I chased all those years had her own moon too. And me? Maybe I was just a backup. When Willow came back, I was chilling on the sofa, smoking. Makoto stood there awkwardly like he'd just been scolded. She walked in, saw me, froze. Makoto rushed up like a dog. Willow. She ignored him, looked at me. George, why are you here? I showed her the video. She glanced at it once. It's a misunderstanding. He's my brother. Makoto. Brother? I smirked. Biological? She hesitated. No, childhood nabe. We grew up together. Yeah, I already knew everything. He was still the same loser. Couldn't hold a job, drifting through life. And now, he came crawling back cause his dad got scammed and ran off, leaving him broke. Willow still couldn't fully cut him off. First love, it's different, I guess. I asked straight up, what's your plan? Let him stay here. She hesitated. That annoyed me. So I decided for her. I already handled the PR risk. He can't stay. Too dangerous. I'll get my assistant to set him up somewhere else. Then I looked her dead in the eyes. Stay away from anything related to him. I'm saying this as your manager and your boyfriend. Makoto finally spoke, acting all innocent. Bro, you got it wrong. Nothing between me and Willow. I just needed a shower, some clothes. Yeah, right. He grabbed new clothes and casually walked into her bedroom like he owned the place. I didn't even react. Seen way worse in this industry. Willow tried explaining, George, I didn't think it was necessary to tell you. There's nothing between us. I looked at her, still smiling. But my words? Cold. You could have sent him to a hotel. Or just transferred money. Instead, you brought him here. Let him shower. Change. First time, I'll let it slide. But next time, watch your boundaries. Makoto came out, acting all fake polite. I'm ready. Let's go. I grabbed my keys. Then paused at the door. Oh, and yeah, I won't be coming here anymore. You know how I am with cleanliness. Everything I left here, just throw it away. After dropping him at a hotel, I flew straight to Milan for work. Didn't even look back. A week later, I returned. Willow picked me up at the airport. I finally let myself look tired. She asked, everything goes smoothly? I laughed. When do I ever mess up? She smiled. True. There's nothing George can't handle. Then, casually added, I moved to Huangpu district. I nodded. Then she said softly, George, I'm sorry. Ich glänzte her, smiled. It's fine. First mistake. I forgive. But next time, I won't be this chill. She smiled back, eyes shining. There won't be a next time. I'll cherish this chance you gave me. I said nothing. We're both smart. No need for extra words, and I've got an easygoing vibe. Yeah, I don't go around forcing myself into whatever boundaries exist between my girlfriend and other guys. I'm a straight-up egoist, and in my book, overdoing it just racks up more sunk costs. When it comes to relationships, I'm not here trying to prevent every little bit of damage. I'd rather cut my losses on time, clean, and simple. No need to babysit someone's self-control either. One warning is enough. And I only ever give one. Since Willow debuted, yeah, quite a few people low-key try to shoot their shot with her. She handled it all pretty well. Most adult relationships, they start by chance and end over interest, so I've always just gone with the flow, no stress. Later, Willow casually told me about her little situation with Makoto. I treated it like, alright, done deal. Until boom, Willow and Makoto hit trending searches. Around that time, I helped Willow land a historical drama. Once she joined the crew, I got busy with my own stuff. But maybe I pushed myself too hard. Out of nowhere, I got sick. Type A influenza hit me like a truck. Head spinning, body heavy, felt like a whole mountain collapsed on me. Company people sent me home and basically forced me to rest. I was drained, no joke. So I turned off my phone, pulled the curtains shut, and knocked out in pitch darkness for a whole day. When I woke up, it was already past 8 at night. I turned off airplane mode, and instantly, something fell off. Tons of missed calls. I checked my messages. The latest one was from the PR team. George, you up? Something happened. Check trending. I opened it. Top trending, big, flashy breaking. Willow, Makoto. Last time, the video of them grocery shopping got intercepted by me. This time, nah. The media was clearly from the other side. No negotiations, no nothing, they just dropped it. The setting was the film set where Willow stayed. Historical drama, so everything looked all antique and classy. The video was shaky, but the moment I saw it, my heart dropped. Front-facing shot. Crystal clear. No denying it this time. Willow smiling, walking beside Makoto, all bouncy and happy. Nothing overly intimate, sure, but it was obvious Makoto kept his eyes on her, watching her every step. Then she twisted her ankle. Makoto immediately crouched down, gently holding her ankle. Even from far away, you could see it. Dude looked genuinely worried. He said something. I couldn't hear it. And Willow nodded. Then he wrapped an arm around her waist and lifted her up. Video cuts. After that, more candid shots, late-night snacks with the crew, random moments. Basically, yeah, plenty of interaction between them. My head started buzzing again. Dizzy, heavy, but my mind? Weirdly clear. I called PR. My voice was rough cause of the flu, but I kept it short. Respond now. Photos and videos are easy. Say Makoto's a newly hired assistant or bodyguard. Push that narrative. At the same time, hype Willow's friendly interactions with staff. Gather past footage of her getting along with crews, edit it, spread it everywhere. And get the paid commenters ready. They moved fast. I hung up and saw media messages blowing up my WeChat. I frowned, replied carefully, perfectly. 2 hours passed just like that. Payout crisis. Honestly, easy. As long as there's no kissing or explicit stuff, you can spin anything black into white. Pinned at the top of my chats, Willow. Messages. Missed calls. I didn't reply. I just stared at her profile pic, thinking what now? Then another call came in. Property management from Willow's old place. She wasn't in City C much, so I handled all that stuff, fees, utilities, maintenance. The guy politely said, Mr. Wong, your car is parked in someone else's spot. The owner just came back. Could you move it? I froze. Then it hit me. Sorry, I'll be there. Ever since Makoto showed up last time, I hadn't gone back there once. I got to the complex. The car was there, parked wrong. Willow's car. She hadn't driven it in ages. I didn't even have the key. Through the windshield, I saw a pack of cigarettes in the center console. Willow doesn't smoke. So yeah, obvious. She let Makoto use the car. I laughed, then told the staff, I don't want this car anymore. Call a tow truck. Then I went upstairs. 32nd floor. Familiar, but not really. I entered the passcode. Beep. Wrong. Paused. Then typed 0712. Makoto's birthday. Why do I know that? Back in high school, every July 12th, Willow would come to my family's shop to buy him a cake. The way she picked it, her eyes lit up. She looked genuinely cute. And me? Standing behind the counter doing homework, watching her like an idiot, thinking, Makoto, how the hell is this guy so damn lucky? Maybe that's where it started. That weird obsession. So years later, when I saw her again, yeah, I still wanted her. But now, that obsession's done. Finished. The lock clicked open. I pushed the door, didn't even step in. One glance was enough. She handed this place over to Makoto. Mess everywhere. Dude clearly ain't tidy. His life all over the place. Willow's clothes on the sofa, mixed with his jacket. Domestic. Intimate. I'm calm. Detached. I don't lose my temper. Problems have solutions, so emotions? Useless. But this? Yeah, this was disgusting. I couldn't control my body. I felt like throwing up. Close my eyes. Deep breath. Once it passed, I shut the door. Expressionless. Then I booked a flight to her city. By the time I landed, it was afternoon. She was still filming. Crew knew me, greeted me. I smiled, nodded. Assistant director came over, old acquaintance. After small talk, he asked carefully, "Be honest. Who's that guy with Willow? He's been around a lot." "Feels off." I smiled it off. "Just an assistant." He laughed. "Yeah, figured. Not shady, just not reliable. Don't think Willow's taste is that bad though." I smiled. Followed him to her trailer. Opened the door, paused. Opened chips. Half a juice bottle. Makoto's jacket. I didn't go in. Walked around. Found her assistant, Tony, sitting, gaming. Tapped his shoulder. "Tony." Dude jumped. "George, tell Willow to come see me after she wraps. Got something to discuss." He nodded, ran off. Someone brought me a lounge chair. I was tired, lay down, passed out. When I woke up, Willow was beside me. Blanket over me. I frowned, pushed it off. Grabbed an alcohol wipe, cleaned my hands. She noticed. Didn't say anything, but her expression shifted. I finished, then finally looked at her. "Where's Makoto?" She didn't argue. Just said, "George, I have no choice." Yeah, I got it. First love. High school memories. The one she gave everything for. She couldn't let him go. TSK, real touching. Ismilad, no mution. Took out a contract. Handed it to her. She looked surprised. "Labor contract. For Makoto." "The PR statement's out," I said. "We're saying he's your assistant, so make it real. Have him sign it. You're short one anyway. Salary comes from your account. Set it however you want." She froze. "Didn't expect that, huh?" I smiled lightly. "What? Thought I came to break you guys up?" She stared at me, trying to read me. If I was that easy to read, I wouldn't survive in this industry. Honestly, what's the big deal? My girl messing around with her first love behind my back? So what? Women are everywhere. The ones that need to go, go. She still makes money for me. Feelings? Disposable. Value? Still useful. Money always wins. "Willow," I said, "we're just partners now. Same rope, 2 ants. Solving your problems equals solving mine." Then I looked at her. "You know I have serious cleanliness issues, right?" Her face went pale. Yeah, she got it. Everything Makoto touched in that apartment, I threw it away. Same logic applies. For now on, we're just manager and artist. Nothing more. I'll still handle her stuff, professional ethics. And hey, breakups should be face to face. She looked lost, confused. For years, she relied on me for everything. Not anymore. She stepped forward, instinctively reaching out. Eyes red. "George." Then, "George, what the hell are you doing?" I laughed. Makoto rushed in, pulled her behind him like some hero. Man really thinks he's in a drama. Pointing at me, shouting, "If you got a problem, come at me." What kind of man bullies a woman? I didn't even bother looking at him. Just said to Willow, "Have him sign it. Send it back. Alexia will handle the rest." Nodded politely. "I'll take my leave." After that, I handed everything to Alexia, someone I trained myself. I'd already moved into Capital anyway. Barely managed artists directly anymore. Well, most people didn't know. I owned 35% of the agency. Basically, second boss. And me? I know how to pick things up and drop them. When I'm done, I'm done. Mostly because I'm busy as hell. Emotions? Not even 5% of my life. Her betrayal? Felt like a mild cold. Sleep it off, it's gone. After her set, I went abroad for meetings. Profits were top tier, so we stayed for vacation. From then on, I dealt only with Capital. She texted me during that time. Sent a photo of her wrecked apartment. "George, did you do this? This is who you are after a breakup?" Disappointing. Yeah, I paid for that place. I destroyed what belonged to me. Problem? If they want to live there, renovate it themselves. Not my issue anymore. I glanced at the photo. Scoffed. Didn't reply. She kept texting. Small talk. Ignored. All of it. A month later, I came back. Next day, manager meeting. Smooth as always. But after Alexia stayed. Hesitant. Something wrong. "It's Willow." I listened. Media's been catching her and that assistant a lot. Not explicit, but definitely beyond normal. She sighed. Fans are getting restless, asking questions. And you know her and Makoto? Childhood sweethearts. Media might hide it, but fans dig stuff up. She looked stressed. If this keeps going, something big's gonna blow up. I looked out the window. Calm. Didn't we just sign new talent? She nodded. Good. Tie them to Willow. Let her lead them. Push them up fast. I paused. She's been at the top too long, forgot how she got there. Willow's schedule got crazy packed. The company signed a bunch of new artists, and she was lined up to appear with them. She took them onto variety shows and live streams, and when filming dramas, she dragged a few along too. The newbie started getting some buzz real quick. Of course, in the middle of all that, I got dragged on a trending by Willow's fans for sucking her dry. I checked the engagement on the topic and instantly made a move. Had paid commenters jump in, pretending to be newbies, casually hyping up the new artists. Next time Willow reached out, she sent me a photo of herself hooked up to an 4 drip. No oxygen. Nothing. I couldn't tell if she was trying to look weak, so I'd go see her, or low-key complaining that the company was overworking her. I thought about it for a second, then just sent her a red packet and brushed it off. Later, I saw a photo on my Moments feed. Someone from the company had gone to visit Willow and posted it. Obviously, she was the center of attention. Everyone else was either standing or sitting on chairs nearby. Only Makoto was sitting right next to her bed, arm casually draped over her shoulders like it was nothing. Way too close. Way too intimate. I couldn't help it, I laughed. Chapter 8. Trouble popping off was exactly what I expected. By the time it reached me, the situation was already messy. Several major fan accounts had teamed up and demanded the company fire Makoto. Every celebrity has core fans. Some of those big fan accounts? Yeah, they're even run by the company sometimes. Under them are casual fans. And honestly, one major fan account can sometimes have as much influence as the celebrity themselves. Organizing support events, controlling comment sections, boosting stats, backing endorsements, creating viral photos. None of that happens without core fans rallying everyone else. Let's be real. Fans have expectations, especially the career-focused ones. And they hate the idea of their idol dating. Female celebrities especially. Fans want that strong, independent queen image. In their eyes, no guy is ever good enough. So when idols date, fans feel straight up betrayed. Like, I spent money and time on you for this. Normally, with the right PR spin, you can flip a crisis into an opportunity. But this time? Nah. Fans just couldn't stand Makoto. First off, whenever fans were taking photos of Willow at events, Makoto kept inserting himself. Fixing her hair, putting his arm around her, whether on purpose or not. It looked way too intimate. This time, things blew up because of a clash between a major fan and Makoto. And Willow, she sided with him. I knew that fan. She was OG, one of Willow's earliest supporters. Back when Willow was a nobody, this girl showed up to every event, rain or shine. Did support work, waited at airports, took photos, hyped Willow to everyone. She used to stand a top boy group idol. But one day, she saw Willow grinding in the practice room, repeating choreography over and over just for one shot. That's when she switched. Her first post for Willow was a photo of her practicing, back when no one knew her, captioned, "The perseverance and effort in her carry a kind of upward life force, like a seed buried under concrete, struggling to split the darkness, take root, and sprout." And now, for Makoto, the same guy who ditched her back then, Willow chose to go against her fans. Reading the report, I felt disappointed. I called her in. She didn't get my decision at all. Slight frown. She said, "You were the one who told me to make Makoto my assistant. Now you're saying fire him." I stayed calm. Willow, different situations need different responses. I get it. You think fans are overstepping. But this is your livelihood. You really forget who got you here? Your fans, not your childhood sweetheart. She stared at me. I met her gaze, let her look as long as she wanted, until suddenly she laughed. I'd never seen her smile like that before. Mocking. She lifted her head, changed the topic out of nowhere. "George, is this because we broke up? Are you nitpicking me? Targeting me?" I froze for a second. She kept going. "First you made me bring newbies. Then you made me rest and block my projects. Now you're going after Makoto over something this small. Are you using your position to get back at me? I leaned back against the desk. And just like that, it clicked. So that photo she sent, her being sick, was a test. The company's newbies were getting traction. Her schedule was all about boosting them. She probably felt threatened. So she tested me. I looked at her, really looked this time. This calculating, careful Willow. And damn, maybe I never really knew her. All those years, I helped her climb. Even our relationship. Maybe it was all just part of her act. Maybe deep down, she always felt like she was compromising. And when Makoto showed up, she grabbed onto that young love fantasy. I realized something else too. Maybe the feelings I had for her were just filtered memories from my youth. I laughed. Willow, we're business partners. I'm just giving professional advice. Take it or leave it. She glanced at me, stood up and walked out. She had it too easy for too long. Too high up. Blinded. Forgot who put her there. Chapter 9. I called Alexia in. She stood quietly to the side while I tapped my fingers on the desk, something I always do when thinking. After about 5 minutes, I made a call. Didn't Stellar Media try to poach Willow before? Alexia froze. Didn't expect that. Give up on Willow now and profit from the breach penalty? But her value. I cut her off. With how she's acting, she's gonna crash sooner or later. Her value comes from fans. If she doesn't get that, what kind of celebrity does she think she is? I paused, then added, she's probably wanted out for a while. Otherwise, she wouldn't confront me like that. She thought she pissed me off and needed an exit. I smiled. Works out perfectly. We'll nudge her, let her bring up termination herself, and squeeze out the last bit of value. Alexia was clearly fed up with Willow already. Hearing this, she lit up, agreed instantly, and got up excited. Right before opening the door, she paused, turned back. George, do you still like Willow? I froze. What a childish question. I laughed, met her eyes. Alexia, I'm a businessman. That filter from my youth? Long gone. Shattered. The only reason I tolerated Willow was profit. Like the first time she betrayed me, I didn't react because she still had value. As long as my interests weren't fully squeezed out, I'd protect her. But now, I smiled to myself. If she showed no mercy, she shouldn't expect any from me. The final push came during her birthday event. Fans threw rotten eggs at Makoto. He tried to fight them on the spot. Willow, even worse. She ran over and slapped a fan. Everyone froze. Event ended early. Fans left. Only core fans stayed. They had my contact. I calmed them down and suppressed everything. Nothing leaked online. But that night, every major fan who attended went completely silent. Casual fans had no clue what happened. Until Willow came to me, asking to terminate her contract. Surprisingly, she wasn't going to Stellar Media. She wanted her own studio. She looked stressed. George, I can't keep wasting time here with you. I stared at her and smiled. She once said meeting me was the luckiest thing in her life. Now it was wasting time. Funny. She forgot. Without me, she'd still be waiting tables. Legal handled the rest. The penalty? Just as I expected. About 70% of her assets gone. The remaining 30 barely enough to start her studio. She paid that much because she thought money in this industry was easy. Thought she'd bounce back fast. I didn't bother correcting her. Just smiled. Wish you success and a brilliant future. Chapter 10. After that, I didn't really care. I was busy. She wasn't important enough to track. Still, I couldn't miss the news. Those few days were probably her peak. After leaving and starting her studio, the core fan accounts I'd kept stable all shut down and unfollowed her. No hate, just quiet exits and polite goodbyes. Even my company posted congratulations. Casual fans were confused, but Willow had a plan ready. New core accounts popped up, pushing the narrative that the old fans were planted by me and I was sabotaging her. She lost some fans, but not everything. What really destroyed her? Her relationship with Makoto getting exposed. Without my protection, media didn't hold back. She always thought her success was her own doing. Never realized I built her from scratch. I had over 5,000 marketing accounts. Each one pushed her content at different times. People, they don't question things much. If media says you're good, you're good. If one day it says you're not, No one digs deeper. Black or white, it's all controlled. Still, I didn't release anything against her. She made me money. I've got professional standards. Didn't even need to step in anyway. She ruined herself. Dating wasn't the issue. Fans can tolerate it if it's low-key. But her PR team? Absolute clowns. They started hyping her and Makoto as some epic love story. School bully, expelled for protecting her. She dropped out for him. He fake cheated to push her away. Years later they reunite. She's a star but still loves him. Forgives everything. Leaves her agency for him. Wow. So touching, right? Yeah. No. The moment it dropped, it backfired hard. What is this garbage logic? Someone wrote. If she didn't drop out, she couldn't help him? If he didn't want to drag her down, why not leave earlier? Why did I ever stand someone this dumb? Another. Willow Studio, read this yourselves. Is this supposed to move us? I'm gonna throw up. All my effort supporting her. And I was just part of your little game. Now I get why people unfollowed. Someone else. George really knows his stuff. Packaging her image like that? Scary. And then, who the hell is Makoto? His dad ran a pyramid scheme and ruined my family. Now he's living in luxury. Reply. Wait, what? Tell us more. Public opinion spiraled out of control. I didn't care how it ended. Soon enough, she disappeared from the industry. Never saw her name at any major awards again. Next time I heard about her, a stage accident. Someone from the audience, whose family got destroyed by Makoto's father, brought sulfuric acid. No one knows who the target was. Makoto pulled her in front. Half a bottle hit her face. Disfigured. That was the last time she trended. Then she was buried under newer news. She had nothing left. The last time I saw her was at a hotel. One of the cleaners looked off, wearing a mask, froze when she saw me, then turned sideways, hiding half her face. I didn't recognize her. The manager nudged her. She snapped out of it, hurriedly picking up her mop. As she turned, I saw it, damaged skin under the mask. I paused. Didn't call her name. No reaction. Just smiled politely and thanked her like any normal cleaner. Didn't ask about Makoto. Didn't care. It had nothing to do with me anymore. I turned, still smiling, and walked toward the lobby exit. The moon of my youth had already set.